Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. And today's video is actually episode 4 of the series If Only We Noticed. So I hope you like this, and I took the suggestions of the gender from the members only posts, and you all suggested that it should be a girl, so I'm making it a girl. And yeah, so I hope you like this, and let's get going. The news of the baby, a shimmering beacon of hope, transformed your lives. The weekly checkups became sacred rituals, a quiet communion of three, sometimes four, when Mina insisted on tagging along. You'd lie on the examination table, Baku's hand a warm, solid weight in yours, Kirishima's face pressed close to your side, both of them listening intently to the rhythmic thump of your baby's heartbeat. Each visit was a fresh wave of reassurance, a new layer of belief that this time it was real. Shopping for baby clothes became an event. You, with Kirishima's enthusiastic input, gravitated towards soft pastels and patterns, picking out adorable onesies in blues and pinks, convinced that a little bit of each wouldn't hurt, regardless of the gender. Bakugo predictably scoffed at your sappy choices. The kid needs to look badass, he would grumble, trying to steer you towards miniature versions of his own hero gear. Something, as a merch to the kids. You and Kirishima would just shrug him off, teasing that black was too sad for a child, and he would glare, muttering under his breath about your lack of taste. Yet later you'd find a small, perfectly folded black onesie, adorned with a tiny, understated explosion, tucked into the shopping bag, a testament to his secret excitement. Preparing the nursery was a shared project, a manifestation of your hopes. You opted for neutral colors, a calming palette of soft greens and creams, adorned with gentle forest, creature, and motifs. Kirishima assembled the crib, his brow furrowed in concentration as he followed the instructions, while Bakugo, despite his protests, painted the walls with surprisingly steady hands, his explosive personality momentarily subdued by the delicate task. The room slowly transformed from a spare space into a haven of antiception, filled with tiny furniture and dreams. Then came the gender reveal party, a joyous explosion of chaos, orchestrated by your closest friends, Mina, Ochako, Midoriya, and Denki. Your apartment, usually a peaceful retreat, buzzed with laughter and chatter. Aizawa, ever stoic, leaned against the wall, observing the festivities with a knowing smirk, a flicker of pride in his usually tired eyes that he'd never openly admit. All Might, or rather Toshinori now, beamed with warmth, offering words of encouragement and wisdom that somehow managed to be both profound and slightly awkward. President Mike, true to Baku's prediction, was indeed too goddamn loud, his booming voice echoing through the apartment as he offered advice on lullabies, much to Bakugo's visible annoyance. Tsuyu, calm and collected, offered thoughtful gifts and quiet smiles, and Tenya was, of course, organized as hell, ensuring everyone had a drink and a comfortable seat, while Zero surveyed the scene with a wry amusement, occasionally nudging you with a teasing grin. Sarah effortlessly mingled, keeping the energy light, while Todoroki, in his usual understated way, simply offered a small heartfelt congratulations. He thought he'd invited Hagakure, but with her quirk, you were never actually sure if she arrived, only feeling the occasional shift in air or the faint scent of something sweet passing by. Tokoyami stood quietly, a shadowy presence offering silent support, and Momo, of course, crafted an entrusted gift. The moment arrived, you stood with Bakugo and Kirishima, surrounded by your friends, a giant balloon waiting to be popped. With a shared glance, Baku and Kirishima pierced the balloon in the same time. A shower of pink confetti exploded into the air, fluttering down like rose petals. It's a girl! Mina shrieked, her voice joining the chorus of cheers. Then excited gasps. Kirishima swept you into a dizzying hug, tears openly streaming down his face. Bakugo, for once, speechless, just stared at the pink dusted floor, a soft, almost vulnerable smile gracing his lips. He then pulled you into a fierce, protective embrace, his hand resting on your growing belly. Over the next few days, names were debated, suggestions thrown around like confetti. Finally, you settled on a name that felt just right, a blend of strength and grace that perfectly suited the tiny warrior that you were carrying, Akari. And just like that, with the soft glow of expectant parenthood settling around you, you were stuck with Kirishima, two fiercely devoted men, ready to embark on the wildest, most wonderful adventure of your lives. The grief of the past few years hadn't vanished entirely, but it no longer overshadowed everything. Instead, it had reshaped, allowing room for a new, profound happiness to blossom. Every kick, every flutter, every shared smile over the growing bump was a promise whispered to the universe. This time you were ready, and this time you had everything to gain. For sure, this was the last episode of the series, and to be honest, I was going to make like the labor actually go on and stuff, but I decided that I was not going to do that, and there was only going to be a child. I may or may not make another episode. I'm still not sure about it, and I'm going to think about it for a while. And the other surprise for this is that this might be uploaded to actual public um videos. But later on, this is only going to be members only for quite a few weeks, perhaps, or maybe just a week, and then I'll post it on public. So yeah, thank you guys for listening. Hope you like this video. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. And goodbye. And also tell me if you have any suggestions like this series. I'll try to do more like this since this series has ended. Finally. I'm just joking. Anyways, thank you guys for listening and bye bye.